I have a notice here from Labour Youth. Labour Youth are to meet at the back of the hall at 10 p.m. All members are welcome, including anyone who may not have been involved before. I move on now to motions 25 to 29 on bringing stability to the public finances. Senator Alex White, Shannon spokesperson on finance, to move motion 25.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And, you know, with all of the Galway people at the top table, I think on behalf of the rest of us, the visitors, I think we should thank, first of all, the colleagues here in Galway for the warm welcome that they've given us this evening. It's always a fantastic pleasure to come to this city. I think everybody would agree. But it's a particularly, I think, wonderful pleasure to come here on such a fantastic spring evening for the job that we have ahead of us this weekend. And without, as somebody said to me earlier on, without a speck of volcanic dust anywhere to be seen, so we can get down to our business. And I think this is an important motion for us. And it emphasises that the implications or the consequences of the betrayal that Eamon mentioned, the betrayal of the reckless mismanagement of our economy in recent years, in the last 10 to 15 years, has constrained the choices that any government will have in the future. I think we have to face up to that as a political party and understand it, that we have been reduced and limited disgracefully in the choices that we can make in relation to the public finances, because the public finances do need to be addressed. No question about that. We have been left without a choice in that regard. But that does not mean that we've been left without a choice as to how to do that. We have got a choice as to how to address the public finances. And this party has demonstrated in the past that we regard the question of addressing and dealing with and resolving the public finances as only one element of a comprehensive economic strategy. And that's the message that Joan Burton has been giving. That's the message that Eamon Gilmore has been giving. That's the message of this conference. Yes, of course, certainly we will address the public finances and must do so, as this motion says. But at the same time, as we reorganise and rebalance our economy and have a macroeconomic rebalancing, as it were, for our country, at the same time, not as an optional extra, but at the exact same time, we foster and we build the equity that Eamon was talking about, the social solidarity that he was talking about, and the economic progress that's needed in order to advance a truly equal and a truly equitable society. And they're not mutually exclusive objectives. I think that's, again, an important political message for us this weekend to concentrate on. They're not mutually exclusive. We can have one with the other, not one without the other. And, you know, in another historical context, people often said, or people did say, Labour must wait. The suggestion is that equality and fairness and equity and social solidarity, all of the things that we stand for, that they must wait now. You know, during the so-called economic boom, we were told, no, there will be a moment when it's right to address the issues of fairness and redistribution. That moment is not yet, not until we build up the economy. Now that the economy is in such dire straits, we're being told, no, you must wait. There will be this sort of mythical moment of achievement of growth at some time in the future, and then we can address all the issues of equality and fairness that the Labour Party is so preoccupied with. But I say no to that. This is not a question of a sequence, one follows the other. The two things must go together, and that's the message of this motion. I think it's crucially important right across the board, whether we're talking about the banking system, dealing with the pressing necessity for a job strategy in our economy, that we bear in mind that as a party, right at the centre of what we want to do now, not in the future, now as a central part of our economic plan and our economic policy, that we bring through a strategy, a credible strategy, to ensure that we have economic progress as well as social solidarity and equality. And that's what this motion is about, and I urge you to support it.